I wonder what would have happened if we didn't shoot her. Would she still kill our partner? It's now or never. No more excuses. I need to have a look around and find out what really happened that night. I don't think it would have made a difference. I'm pretty sure he would have died regardless. The air still feels as heavy as it. The air still feels as heavy and stale as it did the night I came in here looking for Kazuki. Doesn't look like much has changed since then. I'm not sure why I expected anything different. Even if it turns out to be nothing, I should still look around and see what I can find. I've already come this far after all. I don't know, man. It seems in the course of investigating the crime scene, a rope was brought in to get down. Wish I thought of that. Oh shit. That shit does not look stable. So how is she gonna get back up? Oh. I don't know why I asked that. Maybe it was a mistake to come here. All that's left for me are horrible memories. When I saw Rena, a girl who couldn't possibly be alive in this tunnel. I'm sure of it. Yukimura and the others didn't see what I saw. I have to keep going. There's more to this. I'm not convinced. There's another hatch leading further into the sewer. It's possible Rena escaped through it that night. Maybe I wasn't so far off the mark after all. Or I don't know, man. If Rena used this hatch, I might be able to find some proof to take to Yukimura and put his doubts to rest once and for all. I better keep my guard up. Okay. Do you really think it's a good idea to go down here? What the hell? Huh? Is this some kind of trick? Some sort of trick. It looks the same as where I came in. Does it have something to do with the lights? Is this like a puzzle? What the hell? That's not possible. Calm down. The lights are flashing in some sort of order. There might be something to it. Oh. Let's see. Let's try that and see what happens. Hold on. What the hell? What the hell is going on? Let's see, so 3, 4, one. Something has to change. There's no way this hallway goes on forever. I can't be stuck here. I can't. Oh shit. Brenna, what is this doing? Brenna? What is this doing? Why would you leave this behind? Open. The door seems stuck. I'll have to pry it open. Better head back to the surface and see if I can find a crowbar or something. A crowbar? What the fuck? What's that noise? Shit, the hatch is closed. I'm trapped. This isn't good. I have to get out of here. Oh no. Oh. This is not good. Wait, what the fuck? It's not real. It's not real. It's an episode, as the doctor said. It's not real. Kazuki said it wasn't real. No, please. Oh, no. Kazuki. Somehow, I knew I'd find you down here. Don't go. Please, don't leave me again. Oh, shit.
Kazuki!
What the hell? Oh shit, she's having a nightmare again. So, damn. So all of that was a head's pounding like it was hit by a damn freight train. Freight train. My room. How did I get back here? I can't remember. The tunnel and those noises and the nightmare felt as real as the sheets in this bed. Kazuki. I saw Kazuki, didn't I? I felt like he said something to me. But how did I get home? I was in Shinjuku. And I went to the sewer and then what? Maybe Kazuki was right. I'm pushing myself too hard. And this way, I'll burn out if I'm not careful. Huh? What's this? Photo from the tunnel? That can't be. It was a nightmare, a delusion. It wasn't real. I must have picked it up in the station, but no, I've never seen this before. Why can't I remember? Could have been could have been real? If it was, then that means Kazuki really is out there somewhere, just like Rena was. Why this photo? Some sort of stage performance? At any rate, there's no doubt about it. That's Rena, alright. Maybe someone will recognize. My mind is racing. I need to take a moment and get my thoughts together before I do anything rash. Yeah. That's the least of your worries right now. Top. Hey, Lady Fluff. You don't want to get up like either, huh? I don't blame you. I wish I could sleep my days away like you. I probably would. If I could sleep my days away like you, I probably would. The thing is, if I stay here, I won't have any chance of finding him. I saw him last night, sort of, anyway. I don't understand it, but he's out there somewhere. I'm sure I'm the only one who can bring him home. No one else will believe me. Yumi? Do you know how early it is? Oh, I'm sorry, Ayumi. I heard you were up and the door was open, so I let myself in. Oh, okay. Do you need something? No. I figured I'd check in on you. Things have been so quiet lately without Tanaka. I thought you might be lonely. Say, where were you last night? I listened for you and didn't hear anything. I don't know. I mean, I had a late night, with all those, how those things get, right? Sorry if I worried you. Are you sure you didn't hear me come in? Another earthquake? Whoa, that was another big one, wasn't it? There've been more frequently lately, huh? What if something were to happen to you? What if I didn't know where you were? You can see why I'd be worried. You don't have to look after me. I can manage. Don't say that. We're neighbors. It's my job to look after you. I mean, not really. Who's going to take care of you if I don't? I'm okay, really. I should probably get ready soon, though, so... Right. I can take a hint, but don't work too late, okay? Take care. Unfocused. Exit apartment. Intro. Oh, this is cool. We can go to different places. It's actually pretty cool, though. Let's go there just in case. Top Saki. Ivy, what the hell are you doing here? Get out of here before someone notices you. I saw what you did, pulling the alarm, sneaking into
to the office. I saw what you did. Pulling the alarm, sneaking into the evidence locker. Did you honestly think I wouldn't notice? Lucky for you, I'm the only one that noticed. I'm not going to tell anyone, but seriously, what the hell were you thinking? You've always been nice to me. You've covered me. You've covered me. I owe you, so now we're even. Wait, no. You owe me big time for this. Big time! I'm not gonna ask you why you did it. I'm not gonna ask you why you did what you did. For once, I don't think I want to know. My opinion, get some help with whatever you're working through instead of pulling crazy stunts like that. Anyways, I can't let you in the building. Not my call. That came from Yukimura. He said not to let any non-active officers in. I don't think he knows, but you need to be more careful, okay? Shit. I don't think I'll get any more sake. I should go. Yeah, that'll be the best solution before someone catches you. So what next? So where should I go next? I can't go to the police station. So the Shinjuku is the only place I can go. Oh, this music's actually pretty dope. Oh, hello there, Ayumi. You're working bright and early today. How are you? I've been better, but thanks for asking. Oh yeah? Is there anything I can help you with? Maybe. Any chance you've seen this girl? Hey, she's pretty cute. Or at least she might be, under the creepy markings. She does look familiar, but I'm not sure why. Familiar. Have you seen her? Here? No, I don't think so. It says 1996 in the corner. I wonder what that means. 96 was a good year for me. That was the year I made big plans to go to culinary school and become the world's greatest chef. Didn't have a care in the world other than my food. Look at me now. Didn't quite turn out the way I planned. Selling greasy food to people who wouldn't know. Good cooking from a convenience store rice style. Wish I could go back. Sorry, I got lost in thoughts. Hey, could I have a look at that photo again? Yeah, of course. You know, I think I might know who it is. She looks just like this in the Flash Pan Idol from way back then. Had a hit song or something like that. Anyway, her name was Sparkly Diamond. Dang it, I can't remember. Sorry, Ayumi. I thought I had it. Maybe I'm remembering it wrong. Anyhow, that was from when I was younger. She must have been married with kids by now. Are you positive it's the same girl? Well, it sure looks like her, that's for sure. It's kind of embarrassing, but I was really into idols and stuff when I was younger. I kept a scrapbook and everything. Jeez, I hope no one ever finds that. Okay, so she looks like an old model. Anything else? Nope, not that I can think of. I would ask someone younger than me. She might have been around towards the end of my idol obsession. Hope that helped a little. It did. Thanks, Aizu. No problem, Ayumi. I'll see you around. So he doesn't know too much about anything. Oh, goody. Here I am, working in the morning shift because my boss doesn't like me talking to cops all the time. And what do I find? A cop here, bright and early.
talk to me. I assume you looking for something? Something like that. I was hoping we could chat off the record. Well, I know how this goes by now. You're going to stand there until I tell you something, so what do you want? Here, have a look at this. There's a possibility she was around this area when Tanaka was taken. A great detective like yourself must know how many girls pass through this part of town on a nightly basis. I'm well aware. Lucky for you, I'm not asking about all the girls, just this one. Well, what do you expect? How would I remember something like that? It's kind of hard to make out, but the girl with red hair, if that helps. Red hair, huh? Oh yeah, that changes everything, except it doesn't. What's your point? Well, I think I might have seen her a few weeks ago during the incident, so... chat my ass. You're still working. You're still working. Or at least, well, let me help you. A little picture that says 1996 on it. So I'm pretty sure whoever gave that to you is pulling your leg. Not sure what they're paying you for. I'm not sure what they're paying you for it if someone like me can tell you that. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going back to work. Hey, hold on. We were just starting up a conversation here. What exactly do you want me to say? I can't lie to you, can I? Well, I could, but you'd only come back here again. Ignore the date. It might have ever not been a date. It could be a room number or password for all I know. Think hard. Honestly, I don't think there's another way to say it. Honestly, I don't think there's another way to say I don't know that I haven't seen already. This girl wouldn't have been just another girl. She would have stood out. So think. My gut tells me she passed through here. Alright. I'm putting my thinking cap on. Ready? You're messing with me now, aren't you? You're messing with me now, aren't you? Who, me? Why ever would you think that? As fun as this is, I'm not lying to you. I don't know her is all. And trust me, if telling you will get you out of my hair, I would. Anything else I can help you with? Pour you a good morning drink, perhaps? Papers are saying you might be crazy. Take care of yourself. Does everyone think I'm going crazy? So, she's a no-go. Gozo. Daizo, at least he tries his best to help. No, don't go back there. Hey, what you doing? I thought you guys only work at night. Like you, nocturnals or whatever. Oh boy. I'm probably gonna regret this, but have you seen this girl? Whoa, that's some creepy stuff. Did you, like, mark all over her face for revenge? Man, that's pretty messed up. Yeah, I didn't. Listen, I'm not sure what exactly I expected, but I shouldn't have bothered you, so I'll get going. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Like, slow down, detective. What you've got there is a genuine Pop Idol performance photo. Wait, you know something? I mean, you know about this picture? Yep. So what is it? Well, based on the lighting and outfits, it looks pretty ancient. I mean, It might have been 10 years old now. It might have been 10 years old now. If 10 years is ancient, I'm not going to ask how old you think I am. Anyway, what else can you tell me about this photo? Oh, yeah, I recognize that stage anywhere. It's this cozy little spot in Akihabara. The little lady is probably like based on there or whatever. This one time, me and my girlfriend were at a concert there, and I think she had the hots for me, so... Okay, I get the picture. Akihabara, huh? I gotta say, kid, you really know your stuff. Yep. People tell me a lot. You know, like they think I'm pretty wisdomful. Oh no. Been fun chatting, but I better get back to work. Place would fall apart without me. Akihabara. Where can I find? Okay, so let's go there. Where can I find it? Oh, there it is. Oh shit. This is like a weeboot. This is like an anime club or some shit. Leave alone and dump. On any other day, I'd probably enjoy messing with a mouth breather like this, but I doubt he'll know anything about hot idols or whatever. I should move on for now. Okay, so the elevator is out of service. Talk about photo. Hi, sorry to bother you. I'm Ayame. What's your name? I'm Mocha. Whatever you want, make it quick. I'm kind of waiting for someone, so... Alright, I'll cut to the chase. Can you tell me anything about this photo? What the heck is that dress from? Wait, low 6? Uh-oh. This isn't some idol thing, is it? If you're from some model agency or whatever, I'll tell you right now, there's no way I'll wear that kind of gothic Lolita style. No, it's nothing like that. I'm an investigator of some sort. I'm less interested in fashion or about the girl herself. How should I know? Idol stuff is so boring. Hey, are you like the investigators on TV? Did that girl cheat on some guy's wife or something? That's so exciting. You know what you should do? You should totally ask the collector about that photo. What kind of collector? No, the collector is like a name he gives himself. God knows everything is around him. My friend Akane told me about it. If that girl's in Akihabara, he might know. He'll know it. I bet he knows about it. Why? Is this guy an expert on idols or something? No. Were you listening? Like I said, he knows everything. Which shops are employing foreigners illegally who are behind their rent? Hell, he even knows which types of machines are the rarest stuff. At least that's what I heard. No offense, but why should some high school girl need information like that? Well, it's complicated. Akane works around here part-time. And there was a customer who used to come in, kind of obsess over her. You know, a real creep. Before long, he was following her home. She complained, but her boss wouldn't believe her, so Akane asked
sure did. We gave her a photo of the guy she killed with the creep's wife. Let's just say it was incriminating. What do you get out of it? Just collect it. Why don't you ask Akane yourself? She's with someone right now, but she should be back in a minute. Thanks, Mocha. I might just do that. Like I said, I don't really know much. Okay. Kind of like that retro. And who is this?
Hajimemashite.
Yeah. Welcome, gentle mistress. I'm Aiko Neon. What's your name? Yes, hi. I'm Ayame. Yeah. Hello. Ayame Nia. Your table will be ready in a few minutes. We apologize for the wait and hope you can forgive us. Does the mistress have a membership card? No, I don't. But hey, hold on. Take your hands off me. It's important that I personally guide you to your table. Yeah, perfect. There we are. Don't you feel better? Actually, I was hoping we could talk about... Oh yes, Mistress Iron Man, yeah. That option is included on the menu under full access communication. It's only 1,000 yen extra, and you can access all the questions you want. Yay! But if you want pictures, you'll have to order the purity checky photo option. Only 1,000 yen per photo. Yeah. I think you might have gotten the wrong impression. I'm clearly starving. Mistress, where are my manners? It was very polite. Where can this humble servant be fetched for you? No, hold on. You're not listening. I only want to ask you about a photo. Oh, mistress, you're so hungry. You don't even remember explaining the purity checky photo option. You've grown delirious. We'll get your food soon. We have neon cakes, paw berry cheesecake, pesto pasta, and all are available to come with a drink set. What? Let's focus on the photo. Listen, I won't take much of your time. Just one question. So, pardon me, mistress? No conversation. There's starvation. Those are the rules. Are you kidding me? I think you might have the wrong idea about me. I'm a detective with Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department, and I'm going to insist you answer my question. Oh my, that does seem serious, and I would love to help you. Just one little tiny detail first. May I see your badge? Excuse me? I certainly wouldn't want to offend you, yeah. But there's a lot of cosplayers in this part of town. The costumes can be really good. Oh, I don't have it with me right now. No badge, huh? How convenient. Please stop with the cat shit. I certainly haven't met any female detectives before. Something smells fishy, and I don't mean it in a good way. Yeah. Yes, but... Well, detective, let's stick to the rules, okay? Shit. Okay. I'll have the, let's see, the neon cakes and the pretty kid tea. Oh, excellent choice, yeah. Those are both pretty popular items on your menu. What the actual fuck? Right, so that means I can finally ask you about this. Before your order arrives, you must first do the ultra secret neon fan cheer. Are you kidding me? Neon Paul, what? Do I have to? Come on. Surely I don't need to do something silly like that. But I must insist I am a neon. One can't taste the love put for into the neon pan neon cakes unless it's released by neon pan fan cheer. Fine, you win. What do you want me to do? Excellent. Excellent, mistress. Already, I can feel love pouring from your kind heart. Let's begin. Please raise your paws into the air like this. Like this. Perfect, I mean, yeah. Are you sure you haven't done this before? Now, you must repeat the sacred verse. Nia malo, nia wala pa. What? Nia malo, nia palo, nia wala pa. Don't forget to raise your paws. Nia malo, nia pala, nia wala pa. Gasp, unbelievable. The passion, the vigor. I can feel love pouring into the room. I mean, yeah. You know, I can't lie. I do feel like a bit of my negativity just flew out of me. Now that I've said that cheer, can we... Oh my goodness, mistress. Your pancakes have arrived. Oh my god. This is making me cringe just by reading this. Wow, that was so quick. Hold on. You're gonna tell me my neon cakes were shaped like little cats. I mean, oh yes, they're painstakingly made with love by our staff. There's a little whipped cream tail. It's so cute. I mean, was saying something about a picture, as I recall. Hold up. No need to rush things. We can't talk on an empty stomach, right? This is insane. I mean, at least our sanity, for the most part, is still there. Does your maid staff actually make these? Because they were amazing. Of course I'm in, yeah. And now that you have eaten, I'd happy to answer any questions you have. All right. Have you seen the girl in this photo? Let me see. Yeah. Whoa, are you all right? I am concentrating to my fullest. I am a Nia. Oh, but this young mistress is not familiar to me. Yeah. Oh, I see. Well, thanks anyways. That dress is so pretty. It looks like it was custom made. I've seen some of that quality before, Nia. Maybe you should ask the collector. She's a fashion designer at Akibahara who designs costumes for maids and idols who don't have a big budget. Collector, huh? Where can I find her? Supposedly she has a shop on this very street. Supposedly? She's a very mysterious lady. I mean, yeah. My coworker, Nina Nia, has met her. Her shift starts soon. You should ask her about it. I will, thanks. Oh, and, next time, can I get a picture of the pancakes? I ate them so quickly that I forgot. Of course, I mean, yeah. I mean, at least that had some negativity removed. At least that gave her sanity. Or at least
sanity increase. Hello, miss. My name is Aito. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions? Huh? I'm the owner of Saichiko Ayame. Say you're not a health inspector or anything, right? We already had an inspection last week. Luckily for both of us, I'm not. I'm investigating something and was wondering if you've seen the girl in this photo. Well, honestly, she kind of looks like all the other girls around here. You know, the maids and stuff. I don't know much about it. That makes two of us. Why is there a cat in the... Okay. That makes two of us. I feel a little out of depth around here. Oh, sorry about him. He can be a little too friendly sometimes. Aw, hello little one. What's your name? That's Tomo. You might not want to touch him right now. He's a little sick. He's been making some messes, if you know what I mean, out of both ends. Guess you can see why I was a bit concerned earlier. I took him to the vet this morning, but they can't figure it out either. And told me to wait it out. But I think it's getting worse. Sorry to hear that. Does this sort of thing happen often? No, of course not. My cats get all the best care. They're fed the best food, are the best kitty cardio routines, and are pampered day and night. I even read the paper to them to make sure they're up to date on current events, but poor Tomo. Maybe I should go and ask the cat collector. Cat collector? Yeah, she's a breeder who lives around here who specializes in everything feline. Oh, and Tomo, not on the rug. And he threw up again. Sorry, can you excuse me for a second? No problem. I'll come back another time. Hope he feels better soon. Yeah. Yeah, that... No one has seemed to know anything about Rena, but every time I brought her up, I hear the same name over and over. It was the only clue I had, and I knew that if I was going to get anything further in the case, that was the threat I need to follow. Where is the collective? My thing is, where is the collective? Oh, this is like a cafe. This is like a movie. Where can I find the collector? About the collector you mentioned earlier. The cat breeder? Yeah, sure. But now's not a good time. Tomo keeps throwing up and pooping a lot. I'm worried he might be really sick. I don't know what to do. When did all this start? Yesterday, his tummy seemed a little upset, but I didn't think much about it. But this afternoon, he's really started to explode, if you catch my drift, sorry. I don't get it, though nothing in his diet has changed. That does sound odd. What does he normally eat? Oh, you know, the usual stuff. Sushimi mostly. Sushimi? You're joking, right? Of course not. Why would I joke about that? You can't feed a cat sushimi. Of course you can, and the wild cats catch the fish right out of the streams. It's the same thing. No, it's not. That's not exactly the same. I have a cat and I bet you feed I bet you feed it those store-bought foods with extra vitamins and minerals added in, right? Well, yeah. Ha, sucker. You've bought into the corporate lies about pet health. Kitties can't be healthy eating all that chemical swill. Chemical swill. Well, my cat's also not puking everywhere, so sorry. I guess you're right. I got a little carried away there. I didn't mean to be rude, especially since you're only trying to help. That's alright. Your cats do seem pretty healthy. Was there anything different about today's lunch order?
Now that you mention it, I only got one order box from Sochi, the sushi vendor next door, but it's been, the past few days I've received 2 boxes. I didn't really think anything about it until you mentioned it. Oh wait! What do I do? Say, you don't seem too busy. Why? Why don't I seem busy? I am busy. I am very busy. Can I have a face saying, please give me errands? Well, no. But you're a fellow cat lover and you seem nice. It would only take a second to go to talk to Sochi.
Honest.
I would, but I can't leave the store. I can't even think straight about the cat collector or anything until this is off my mind. Please go talk to him. Alright, I'll have a chat with this Sochi and see what he knows. Thanks, you're a lifesaver. If I could find him!